Give it up for Uncle Butters and his penis, everybody. He's got a wiener, and it works 54 years later. How happy are we for him and his penis? It is our birthday, and just like I'm from a very large family, and every year 13 people would show up for my birthday too. So thank you all 13 of you. Makes me feel very much more comfortable. I'm donating, or dedicating my set tonight to a friend of mine, Matt Miller. He can't be with us. Not because he died, but because he's probably arrested at this point in the night. Or like putting 54 Facebook posts up about how he hates the government because he's got a little pot and they're hating on him for the meth and the horse Viagra or whatever it is at this point. It is our birthday, though. We've been doing this for 1 year. And sadly, we started out much better than 13 people. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not as worried about these 13 people thinking less of me at the end of this set as I would be if there was like people who knew my name or knew what I did during the day or at night even. So, I do a big birthday bash every year for myself and somebody. Ethan Timmerman said it was very sad that I throw my own birthday party. No, Tim is respectful. Ethan's a dick. Ethan is the first Awkward Boner member to get a complaint made via Facebook to me. Yeah, like they saw the set, they saw what all we did, all the penis jokes and shit humor, and they said, okay, Brad's the guy I gotta contact to complain about womanizing Ethan. And it's funny because the complaint was, oh, Ethan said something really mean about a woman to a bearded gentleman. Okay, let's narrow down this field a little bit. That's like saying, I saw that Tim Burton movie with Johnny Depp in it. You got to help me out here. And I brought it to Ethan's attention. I'm mixing them up now. And he goes, well, I don't know what it could be said because the meanest thing I said that night was via text. So that bitch must have been looking over my shoulder. I told Jay Zim, a bearded gentleman, that I asked him if he thought the retarded girl was hot. Because last show we had here, there was a retarded girl that got escorted off the stage because she wasn't going along with the naughty hypnotist and his boner jokes. That actually was not, she didn't tell me exactly what offended her. I assume it all offended her, and maybe Ethan was the last pair of man breasts she saw as she was leaving the building. I wasn't here that night.
Show us your tits!
Show us your tits! C cup, C cup, C cup! Believe it or not, side joke, that is the second pair of ridiculous old tits we've had at an Awkward Boner show. At our Wednesday show last month, this 68-year-old woman comes walking up across the stage and she goes, I'm gonna sing some Loretta Lynn. And I'm like, whatever, bitch. She goes, don't you make me show my tits. And I'm a dude. Tits are like pizza. Even bad tits are still kind of good. I'm like, okay, there's going to be 2 pair of breasts I see tonight. At least. I'm like, do it, Grandma! And her son goes, Brad, don't encourage her. It turns out I know him. I call him Wolvergina. Carriage House, where we all met each other here in Awkward Boner pretty much. Wolvergina used to have a little game you'd play where he'd bang the oldest woman possible. And he was like 13 and 0. And he didn't have to use protection because they quit needing protection like 15 years before he came along. So it worked out for old Wolvergina. But on this night, alas, his mom pulled both of her breasts out. The first time she did it, we didn't see any nipples, so technically there wasn't nudity because they were tucked in. But she made sure to go and take a dump before she came out to show us the second time. And it made me realize that if I had a time machine, I would go back in time 40 years to see what time her nipples said, because I suspect 11:13 would be the time that they told me it was. This was a very fun show. We had a very loud table. At least with 13 people, you feel like self-conscious enough to know if you're an asshole. The other 12 people are going to go, that guy's a fucking dick! So don't be a dick. Not you in the hat. I'm not pointing you out. So we've been doing this for a year. People don't like us because we do our own thing down here. It's dirty. We do what we want, really. We've only ever Like tonight we lost 2 people, but I'm pretty sure they were handicapped and they were very impatient. They were waiting for us to get to the retarded people jokes, and we were real late on making fun of retarded people. And I don't have any really, except for that one I just did. So. Actually, I do have a real life story about a girl with some form of autism. 3 days ago at Walmart, I'm 3 people deep in line, and this girl with this brightly colored hair comes up, and her boss goes, "Hey everybody, pick your rows, everybody!" And the fucking cashiers all like go like sheep to fucking hay or something. They eat hay, right? You look very like natural, organic. They eat hay? Okay. I had to be the last guy who made a hat joke. Just let me have it. I really want to know what's under your hat though. Is it dreads?
Yeah, of course it's dreads.
Oh, I had dreads for I had dreads for 3 weeks, and it gave my balls dandruff. Like, that's how bad and nasty my hair. Yeah, no, not dreads on my balls. No, I had dreads on my head. Anyways, back to the retarded girl at Walmart. Don't sidetrack me, Jethro. So she goes, first guy is like, they're laughing at the pick your rose. Pick your rose. Next guy comes up and she goes, "Hey, you know, when you say that real quick, it sounds really funny. Pick your rose, pick your rose, pick your rose." And he goes, "Yeah, it kind of sounds like pick your nose, right?" Yeah. She's like, "Yeah." So she spins his stuff around, he goes to grab it, and I step up and I go, "Holocaust, Holocaust, Holocaust!"
Whoa.
And she's like, exact, you must have been there.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, because she goes, "Well, that wasn't funny." I'm like, "See, not everything is funny 3 times as fast." You deserve to work at Walmart. I worked at Walmart, I'm not gonna lie. I've worked like a shit ton of stupid jobs. I'm the king of the 2-day notice. I quit today. Out. That means that you're special. You're good. You shouldn't be angry about not being able to get in at Walmart. You shouldn't be angry about it. Ethan works at Walmart. Yeah. See? He fit the standard. He fit the standard. I was a repo man one time. Repo cars was real fun. One time we were popping the linkage. That's like a manly term. Pop the linkage on a tranny. Trannies are all the hot topic nowadays, and I'll make my way back around the trannies. But popped the linkage, didn't realize that I had long hair. It was in this ant pile, so those ants were all in my fucking hair. So I start screaming like a dog is attacking me, but it's like ant bites. Fucking people woke up, ran out, chased us off. That sucked. One time I blew the horn on a Cadillac and the boss left me behind, so I had to ride bitch on a Harley with this big bull dyke Rosie O'Donnell looking chick. She's like, "You can drive if you want, if you have man issues." And I go, "I don't know how to fucking ride a motorcycle. Give me my helmet." I put my feet up on the pegs and I got my arms around her. I don't care. Ain't no shame in my game. And that's number 1 lesson in life. If you're worried about shit, all you're ever going to be is worried about shit. So, I'm a chef, but I don't do it anymore. But I was a chef for like almost 10 years. Yeah, it was crazy. Me and my buddies in the kitchen, when we'd get bored, we'd have this game where we'd stand back to back and we'd have eating competitions. I know what you're thinking, the fat guy's eating competitions. Who's surprised? But I always told everybody if I ever got picked, because we did it like Russian roulette where we picked our names out of a hat, that I would just do the motions, like as if I was eating, because we weren't looking at each other, so you don't know when the other person's done. You just want to beat them. So one night we get drunk and we're eating raw potatoes. Unwashed, raw potatoes. Yep. Your teeth, you get like that after about 3 of them, because they're all powdery. It's insane. Well, my buddy remembered my trick, and he quit. He ate like 1 so I could hear him crunching, and he knew, for a fat guy, I am like super competitive at like fat guy stuff. And I was like, fuck, he is going. 7 raw potatoes. Oh man, I took the most insane shit that night. Okay, but here's the thing. This buddy of mine, we called him Ellen because he was a thin little pretty guy, kind of looked like Drew. But he had 7 cats. And nobody could ever understand why this guy had 7 cats. So I wake up at 4 in the... What?
Why not?
Why not? Because they're assholes. Cats are pricks.
They are.
I don't know your name, so stop interrupting. No, I'm just playing. Interrupt away. It makes me feel like you guys know me and like me. Anyways, 7 cats this guy had. So I wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning, And I'm walking through, can't find the bathroom. I finally find it. There's two people having sex in his first bathroom. So I stand there for 5 minutes, and I remember I got to take a shit. So I go to the next bathroom downstairs. There's two people asleep in there, but next to the door is a litter box. Okay, so we know where the story's going. So in true drunk guy fashion, I get totally naked. And I'm squatted over his litter box. I give this like fucking pipe bomb sized turd into this litter box. And next to all the other cat turds, it is just like the special needs kid that is way too strong for his own good. Like that one that like, okay, he'll play football with us, but he's gonna be center. Or special teams. Get it? Special teams! Full of retard jokes tonight. I'm sorry. Handicap jokes. So I take his little scooper and I'm rolling it around so it matches in with the rest of them. At this point, I felt the challenge because I want him to be so impressed when he sees this. Or the cats in the morning when I wake up are just going to be standing around going, what the fuck? Come on, man. So I wake up to this. Dude, look at this. Look at this fucking turd. Look at it. And I'm like, whoa, shit. Get it out of my face. And he's like, can you fucking believe my cat did this? I mean, I'm looking for him. I only found 6. I'm pretty sure he died after this. And I'm like, I fucking did that. And he goes, you did what? I'm like, that's my poop in your hand. And he's like, you're a fucking asshole. 3 months later, I moved from Florida. That's where I'm from. I went back like 6 years later to fake a marriage with this cunt of an ex-wife of mine. And I invited him to the wedding. Didn't show. Didn't even return the RSVP. Like if I was that mad, I'd at least like wrote a middle finger on it. Because I gotta tell you, in the year 2089, this is still gonna mean something. Like this still will mean fuck you. I was at a red light the other day and this kid kept banging on his dad's window to get my attention. I'm like, done way too many drugs for noises like that to be coming at me while I'm in the car. And he just stares at me. And then I go back to listening to the fucking Q92 or whatever it is because my kid's in the back seat. And, or at least that's my excuse. I hear and I'm like, motherfucking bitch! And I'm mouthing to him, I will fuck you up, kid! He doesn't understand that. I'm like, fuck. And I just see a look of shock. Taps his dad on the back, leans forward, the dad looks back and then looks over at me. And he's like, that motherfucker! He just told my 8-year-old, get the fuck off! And then he does this number, he goes, and I'm like, what does that even mean? Who has manual windows anymore? I'm like, I don't know. Hi, wax on, wax off. Fuck off. Drive off. Where were we? Working. I spent some time at a porn store. I just want to get close to you guys. It was actually pretty interesting because porn, if anybody realizes it, white people masturbate to the weirdest shit humanly possible. Earlier it was mentioned that I gagged and threw up over a cum omelet. Hashtag true fucking story. Steve mentioned it. I'm like king of fucked up shit, and I'm like, there's no way this has missed my radar. There's no way that I am 33 and I have not seen the cum omelet video on Pornhub. Google it. Google it. You're gonna learn some lessons. Does anybody want to be a cook in here? Apparently one of these porn stars does. Eggs and semen cook at 2 different speeds because they had to fast forward the video to get it to where almond form happens. Second, as a chef, he didn't fucking put the thermometer in to check to see if the eggs were done. So for a moment, I thought, okay, catching salmonella is slightly less risky with egg whites over yolks because the yolks is where the baby would be created. And I go, wait, this is semen. I don't know what the temperature is supposed to be on a semen omelet. So, at one time in my life, I was a super palate. Has anybody ever heard of a super palate? Yes, I have. Okay, thank you. Super palates are people who can taste things abnormally, sensitive. Like, I could eat M&Ms at one time before I started smoking dope and tell you what color M&M it was without looking at it. That's a true story. Okay, so my brain sees things and registers smells to taste because of being a super palate. So as this girl is like trying to pretend like she wants to eat this semen omelet, my body is going,
Turn around! Turn around! Turn around! Turn around! Turn around!
Yeah, minus the yolk, because it was just the boys' part. It wasn't the girls' part. So minus the yolk. So yeah, so she's like pretending that it's too hot. She keeps putting it in her mouth and going, it's too hot. And then there's these 13 or 14 guys standing there who were paid to be there, but they gave up. They were out, so they started having people just come in off the street. One guy was like dressed like Steve Irwin, if you remember him. And he just walks in, he takes his pants down, and he's like, boom, there's my contribution to the world. I'm Steve. Later, guys. So yeah, weird shit. I'm sure a ton of only white people masturbated to that. I'm sure you can only count the black people that have seen that video on like one hand, because black people are the most traditional masturbators ever. They want, who made that noise? Because there's no black people in here. You have no white guilt to worry about. Okay? They don't do anything. I think the weirdest black porn that I seen somebody watch, because the porn store I worked at had the booths you could masturbate in public to in the back. This guy would come in every Thursday. He was like 80 years old. What? No, it was like $5, dude. Quarters were like the 30s. I mean, are you that hipster that you're even retroing your porn back? Oh, hello, Susie. Oh, hello, Milkman Joe. I'm gonna call in this here milk, huh? No, stop. So this guy would come in every Thursday and watch Revenge of the Manaconda. It was a GoPro porno. The GoPro was mounted on a huge black dong, and it would just hunt stuff down. It would just be flopping around. It goes into the store, and it's going through the aisles, and this chick drops the mayonnaise. She's like, oh, I dropped the mayonnaise. Let me get it. Manaconda comes around the corner. Bam! Gets her. He's on the beach, and you can tell the guy's like tripping because of the sand. And this girl's like, I gotta fix my towel for 5 minutes. So, Manaconda, boosh, gets her. White people, on the other hand, one of our #1 sellers while I was at the porn store was, see? The Little Spermaid. Yeah, I'm sure somewhere some Disney Christian fucking asshole's like, them sons of bitches, we should have marketed that. Towards the end of my tenure at the porn store, we had Big Hero 6 inches. That was like the average Joe porno. Just made everybody comfortable. I've always wanted to do porn, like getting checks from the porn store made me feel happy. I'm waiting for dad bod with unpredictable penis to be a popular like genre. Because I got this. I'm ready for it. I got the dick of David Blaine. It's like weird for 4 minutes. Boom! Magic! And then he's gone doing street magic. He's just out in like Haiti, scaring people, pulling heads off chickens. There's roots porn. I know, just let that set in with your white guilt. Roots to porn. They win at the end in that one, though. As a nerd, I was very impressed with all the porn parody movies like Triple X-Men Days of Future Ass. That came with a porn version and a clean version, which porn version is straight on. We're looking at Pink and Stink. The clean version is slightly to the right and a little bit back. Okay, but here's the problem with watching either version of that. The whole time I'm all pissed off and my wife's like, what are you fucking angry about? This is like porn and it's X-Men. What's wrong with you? That's actually a selfie of mine. Okay, so, and I'm just getting pissed and she's like, what are you so mad about? I go, cuz Cyclops would never wear the black suit when Jean Grey's in yellow and blue. That would not fucking happen. Got 2 nerds in here? You get it? Feel free to laugh. I encourage laughter. What else? What else was there? Game of Bones. That's a big hit right now. I mean, Game of Thrones is like the only medieval set story where all the women are clean shaven. Vikings are clean shaven too? I don't know. I'm not no queer hipster, so I don't watch Vikings. My brother watches it. Excuses. Excuses. Shenanigans is right. Yeah, so there's Game of Bones. I saw a shirt on Facebook the other day, which it's funny because Facebook is obviously watching what you're talking about. Because I do a lot of pug stuff. In January, we lost our 14-year-old pug. He died. It's not like we were bad parents. He's dead. Okay, thank you, Ethan. So they give me pug stuff all the time, and this pug shirt popped up the other day, and it said Game of Bones. And I'm like, God damn it, that's a goddamn good porno. So I shared it, and I was like, hey people, filter off, Game of Bones. You can't order this shirt if your filter's on. So I must have hooked like 75 people up with this really, really bad porn parody. There's SpongeBob, but you know, that's a little weird for me. SpongeBob masturbating. I don't want sea animals and shit. See? Look at it. You know, if I could go back in time like a 35 seconds, this thing would match up perfectly with all my jokes. And look, there's even a midget. There's a little dwarfy guy over there. At one of my birthday shows, going back to something I mentioned earlier, one of the bands we knew was going to do exceptionally horrible. So we put midget porn on the big screen while they played. And they're just sitting there like, yeah, these fucking people are loving it. We're going to do a Limp Bizkit cover next, y'all. What do y'all think? And everybody's like, ah, yeah. Yeah, $3 bill, y'all. See, some people understood that. That's a real song name.
Album name.
What?
Album name.
There was a song too.
There was a song. I think it's the album name.
I'm not going to debate
I'm
Cooler Nickelback with you. I am not going to debate Backward Hat Nickelback with you, okay?
I'm bald. That's why we're hat.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying why. I'm just saying the only difference between Limp Bizkit and Nickelback is a backward hat.
There's the only difference between this and the backward hat right there.
That guy. See, he's like, hey, look, it's different. My hat is forward now. We're totally new music. We're nothing like Nickelback. Because we lost our DJ. See, Chad Kroeger. He banged an Alliance chick. That's something Alliance should be famous for, right? Chad Kroeger fucked an Alliance chick.
No way.
Yep, yeah, totally true. Some military person around here who gave their life in Iraq. He came down. She knew him. They went to school together. He wouldn't get out of the limo. But he insisted the limo being as close to the funeral as possible so he could pay his respects. Mad Canadian love, Chad Kroeger. Back at, what'd you say?
Canadian.
Canadadia. You're right. That's what it said. That's what it's called. Canadadia. Canadadia.
Losers.
Canadadia.
No.
They've got Avril Lavigne, so I'm not hating on them a whole bunch. And they got a porn parody of Avril Lavigne named Dawn Avril, who I'm a big fan of as well, which you'll be seeing our hashtag Squirter shirts. If you can find Butters wherever he's at. They have, she looks a lot like her, minus Chad Kroeger. Shit. Yeah, totally. That's either Chad Kroeger or Sugar Ray. That is not Dawn Avril. That is hashtag Squirter, though. And
That's who you fucked in the line, right?
no, the girl he fucked in Alliance was like the daughter of some milker or something, or he had farm area.
It looks like she's milking something.
She is. She looks shocked that that's happening. She's probably Catholic. Because my experience with Catholic women is they don't, the Catholic belief doesn't teach anything about sexuality. Because like my ex-wife was Catholic, she got pregnant. And she's like, the first time we had unprotected sex, she wakes up the next morning, she goes, I'm pregnant. I'm like, no, you are not. You don't know how much drugs I've done. My sperm is nowhere near motivated enough to do it the first time. The next time it happened, she's like, I'm pregnant again. I'm like, you can't be pregnant too. You were just pregnant 3 weeks ago. You were either still pregnant or you weren't and you are now. Make up your fucking mind, bitch. And she's like, I don't know. I just want some fucking gummy bears. So yeah, they were dumb. What are we on now? That guy was just showing a rip-off shirt. That is not our shirt. Our shirts are hashtag Squirter with a question mark. I forgot them. I will come to you, get it, to get you one. See, we got fans bitching. Every girl's a squirter with the right motivation, folks. I can tell you now, an easy trick is the come here. Come here. Your wiener just can't do enough bends unless you got one of those like big schlongs with like knuckles and an elbow in it. Because you got to go past the man in the boat and then slightly up. So either you hang them off the side of the bed, which I'm not going to talk about like ropes and pulleys like Butter did. But yeah, you can hang them off the side of the bed or you get them with the come here. Just an aggressive, you go in, you find her and go, hey, who are you? And she goes, my name's Gloria and you're in my spot. And you go, yeah! And then she's like, pfft. But if you're going with that technique, you got to think ahead. Lay some newspaper or wood chips down. Yeah.
When you make that noise,
what? You can. You can. This is Ricky Racy, everybody. And Ricky Racy believes the shocker is this. Because Ricky Racy believes in faggotry. This is the shocker. No. In any trailer, if anybody was from a trailer park around here, they would know this is the shocker. Because if your girlfriend walks in, you need to throw that bitch out the window, you grab her, and you toss her out the window.
like a bowling ball.
Yes, like a bowling ball. Aaron knows what's up. It's Aaron's birthday too tonight, everybody. Give it up for Aaron.
Happy birthday!
Yeah!
Good job being born.
Yeah, good job being born, Aaron.
Do that 6 once!
Twice, your sister's here.
Yeah, well, we're debating.
Twice. And we had a very interesting conversation today about glazing the donut. Donuts. Which is fine, because I'm a big fan of belly pancakes. That's where you're doing a little hand manipulation, and you come on your stomach a little bit, and you fall asleep.
Belly babies.
Yep, belly babies. But then you wake up with a belly like a glazed donut.
Is that where y'all originally came from?
And your hair's all matted if you have hair. I'm 33. Everybody, 33. This has been the year that my body has decided, fuck itself. We're going out on the blaze of glory. In January, I went to Mexico. It was fun. I decided to nair everything. Shave my chest. Shave my boys. Naired them so I was nice and smooth. Went to Mexico for 9 days or 8 days or something like that. Came back and my body's like, hey guy, guess what? You got rid of all those nice dark hairs? Gray hair. I got gray bush now. Totally true story. Every bit of it gray. And it just pisses me off every time I take a piss. Oh, I will. We're getting to that part of the night. We're getting to that part of the night, sir. There's a reason why this show's 18 up. So is anybody here from Alliance? Okay. So you guys know about the bridge that they made like a foot too short and tons of trucks would try to drive under and yeah. See, this is a true story. Anywhere else I've thought about telling this joke, not enough people would get what I was talking about. Okay, so on my way back from Mexico, I am the only person out of our 7 people that didn't get sick in Mexico. I actually got constipated in Mexico. And it's not that I didn't eat. You guys got to go take another dump? Are y'all coming back or are you taking a shit?
Who knows?
Shit. It's shit, everybody. They got beer farts. It was coming up here. They were blaming the guy in the hat, but see, hashtag true story. You just said it. Okay, but anyways, back to my story here. Okay, so I get constipated in Mexico. I come back to America 2 days into being American again. I go to the bathroom at my work, and there's a reason why I got a chair here. So I'm sitting there, minding my own business, playing some Candy Crush or something. I realized that this is not normal. I've got a situation on my hands. So I go ahead, start texting my wife. She's like, what's wrong? I'm like, something's weird. Like, it's time. I gotta get ready for this. It's time, but it ain't happening. I don't know if any man in here's ever regretted not having anal sex, like having it done to you. At some point in your life, you're gonna regret it. Because I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, man, my ex-wife has probably never had this problem. Like, I'm sure she poops herself regularly, easily. So, I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh man, kick my shoes off. I text my wife, I'm like, hey honey, we got a problem. She's like, what? I'm like, I got a stage 4 problem. I got a situation. I don't know if this thing's gonna come out on its own. And she's like, well, do everything you can. I'm like, okay. I'm gonna get comfortable. So at this point, I got my shirt off, my pants are down to my ankles, I'm standing there doing like butt crunches. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I've got to shape this thing to be able to get it out of me. So I'm crunching, I'm texting Callie. I'm like, okay, this is a stage 5 situation. This is real. She's like, I don't know, walk it off. I'm 25 minutes away at work. So I start pacing. Okay, this is gonna get it where it needs to be. This is what I need right here. I go back to my thinking pose, knees up, crunched like I was a primordial man in the woods, afraid of a saber-toothed fucking tiger jumping on me, so I'm ready to pounce if I have to. Still not doing nothing. So what's left to do?
Try Bush.
What?
Try Bush.
Bush beer? Oh, I only brought the Reds up here just for dramatic effect. I don't drink beer. I'm a cheerleader beer queer, man. Jamaican me happy, fuzzy navels, the whole 9.
You ever got a poop? Bush is the ticket.
Or Dr. Pepper. Because on a side note, to separate itself from Pepsi, Dr. Pepper added prune juice to make it a doctor, and now it makes you poop. But see, in this situation, you're not thinking normal. So I didn't have that knowledge in my head to pinch off whatever had made its way out to go get a Dr. Pepper, because I would have done that. Okay, because it would have saved me a lot of hassle. Because at this point, I'm in the bathroom for like 25 minutes. And like I hear my commercial phone, I sell parts for a living, I hear my commercial phone going off. And I'm like, man, they really fucking need me. So we go to desperate measures.
You got me a stripper for my birthday. Yeah!
So there I am, butt-ass naked. I'm not going to get naked for you guys because there's 2 new people that I still have to try to impress here tonight. Okay? But there I am, butt-ass naked. My wife encouraging me via text. If we would have had this she downloaded this new app for me on my phone where we can voice, like, face message. She could have called me and be like, hey, is everything all right? And I'd have been like, oh God, no. Why have I never let you put fingers in my butt? Well, it was in that last final 5 minutes that me and God had a one-on-one speech. He told me, he goes, hey, you still a Satanist? I was like, yeah, God. Why? Because if you would redeem yourself and ask for forgiveness, I'd make this poop come out. Well, at that moment, I was like, well, fuck it. If it means Christianity or a ripped asshole, I'm going full fucking tilt. Took some rolled up some toilet paper, bit it like I was like getting fucking field wounds healed up or something, or stitched. Dropped it out. This fucking turd went straight onto the base of the toilet, down the pipe, and I heard it clunking in the Kansas City sewers. The message here tonight, and these 2 girls are coming out of the bathroom, and when they left, I was fully dressed. And now, here I am chillaxing because it's hot as fuck up on the stage. That's a situation, folks. That made me question my life's decisions. This is our 1-year birthday, and I've wanted to do this joke since January. Not for you, but for me. Matt Miller, who used to be with us, did a song up here where he told everybody that it was a cover of a Nickelback song. But it was actually about cum bubbles and a girl farting and blasting the bubbles out as her parents walked in. Yep, cum bubbles. Yay! In her diary, but you're the one reading it, masturbating to it. I know your type. That's my time tonight, folks. I just want to tell everybody, thank you for a year of coming out. Awkward Boner's going to go away for a little while. Yep. But we'll be back. Just remember to drive safe. Support your local comedians.
Eat Mexican, go poop.
Eat Mexican and go poop, everybody. Good night.
Woo!
Now I know what the walk of shame feels like.
That's Second night.
is a real joke real quick. Okay, we were at Chinese food earlier, and I was getting my food, and I saw Mongolian pork. And the two people I was with was like, hey, are you fucking stupid? It's Mongolian. There's no such thing as Mongolian. There was such thing as Mongolian pork. I took this off their buffet. It says Mongolian pork. If anybody wants to see it, that's fine. See it tonight. Because after tonight, this is going to say meow meow yum yum, and I'm going to sneak this back onto the China buffet line just to see how many people notice. Because you know, there's comedians out there like Steve who are geniuses who write their own jokes, and they think of a scenario that could be funny and they make it funny. And then there's people like me that just pay very close attention to things. I knew from a very young kid I should be a comedian because of my memory. Does any guy in here remember their first blowjob? Yeah. How'd you get the taste out of your mouth? I didn't. I roll with it. I roll with it, man. Super palate. Have a good night. Drive safe, folks.